Um, so I don't know how I want to start this video. I made a pact with myself to be positive, 2022. Um, that's why I want to be in my headspace. Um, and I do want to be positive about this game as well. But after this update we had, I just want to give my impressions on what I think is going on with this update. I'll probably have some theories about it, and I just wanna hop into it. Okay, like so. Here's what I want to say, like just straight off, right? How I'm gonna start this. This was not a character rebalance. You what essentially happened was these were more about nerfs than it was buffs. See, I played a game called Marvel Contest of Champions. There was this patch, and this the deadly patch. We call it now the 12.0 patch. What this patch did was it nerfed the top of the game, and it buffed no one. But the kicker is they came out and said that, hey, this is going to be a nerf. We aren't buffing anyone. This isn't going to be a balance. So, with that being said, everybody was pissed, but we knew it was coming, and it was inevitable that it was coming. But we knew that it was nerfs coming straight away. But essentially, what this game did was they labeled this as a character rebalance. This feels like it just feels like another cash grab, like all their other updates. What do I mean by that? So, what they essentially did is they nerfed some characters extremely bad. Now it's going to be harder for free to play players to compete somewhere, and I understand that was an issue that Wells were having. Free to play Black Widows or Spider-Man players kind of contesting with their 1.6 million builds and things like that. So I get that. But essentially what this did was it felt like it just nerfed a lot of characters and only one character got a buff. And then his buff was just a straight out buff. Like there was no balancing to it. Like you guys just added on to him. You didn't take things away. You just added on to it. For example, Star-Lord's eraser cannon, right? His cannon, his elemental cannon, whatever the hell it is, bro, I don't care. There is zero reason why that should have been knocked down a whole 50%. And it does that much damage. If this was a character rebalancing, they probably would have knocked it down to 25%. But no. What they did was they intentionally nerfed every other character or gave some characters absolutely nothing in terms of Captain America and Storm. They gave them characters nothing, so that way Star-Lord can pop out even more with the little changes that he got, but it feels like it's so much because every other character got nerfed. So essentially what I'm saying is Star-Lord's best buff was everybody else getting nerfed. So this is not a rebalance. What this felt like was they seen an opportunity to make more money of making a character better and invalidate everybody else's purchase. That is a terrible ideology to have. I say that because there is absolutely no way you can. It's okay in Contest of Champions or Marvel Future Revolution, not Marvel Future Fight, or in 7DS. Like it's fine to nerf some of those characters and make them invalid or whatever it is, because to get those characters is only going to cost you a couple hundred, maybe even free. Honestly, if your RNG is right and you pull them. In Marvel Future Fight case, you can just build them straight up. It's fine to invalidate those. It really is. And I think my game just crashed, so that's awesome. Yeah, this has been happening ever since the freaking update, man. I couldn't tell you. But it's okay to invalidate those because they're not that expensive. People have literally dropped thousands, and I mean thousands of dollars on these characters. So you can't just go in there and nerf Captain Marvel and Black Widow. Even though we all agree that they were busted. Okay, we agree on that. And we agree that they needed some balancing done to them. We agree that they needed some nerfs, for sure. But you guys just completely invalidated a lot of builds. That is, in my humblest opinion, that is not the way to go when things cost this much money. I don't like this clearly had no intention of being a rebalance. This was completely a sole reason to capitalize off a bad character becoming good so you can get your whales or whoever to spend more money to build Star-Lord. And in turn, you also invalidated other people's build. Now, what you can say is you got transmutation now. You can transmute those gears to other people if you want to, but now you got people in that catch-22. Now people have to invest in potentials and specializations all over again on a whole new character. Now they have to use a transmutation and use more gold to move it over to those people. My first impressions is, yes, I feel like maybe the game is more balanced in PvP, but it's not more balanced because Star-Lord got better. No, it's more balanced because Star-Lord, because everybody else got worse, and Star-Lord got a smidget better. Like C-Wild said, his like literally, this is what a really good really good Star-Lord player said. His best buff was everyone else getting nerfed. Let that sink in. No, he didn't say, oh, the changes to Star-Lord was so good. He didn't say, oh yeah, I'm so happy about the changes. He said, I got a smidget better, but my best buff was everybody else that got nerfed. That's not a character rebalance. And that's kind of just how I feel about this. You're gonna have some people that just say we'll wait and see. We don't need to wait and see. You can literally just see what the hell it is straight out the gate. There's no we just wait and see. People do this. You guys have done this in the community so long about this. We just wait and see, and everything literally is how we just reacted to. The only time something wasn't is how we reacted to it was transmutation. And that's because we reacted so bad to it, they changed it from crystals to gold in the last minute. That's the only thing. So there's really no wait and see. We see what it is. We seen that they did this to capitalize off a character that is not popular and to get people to spend more. They invalidated other people's builds to entice people to go build Star-Lord. Like, there's nothing else to it. That's all this was. If this was a rebalance, Spider-Man, Black Widow, Captain Marvel, all theirs probably would have been 4 to 6 seconds cooldown, no 10 seconds. If this was a rebalance, Storm, Captain America would have got more in their kits than what they just gave them. They literally just told them, just gave them maybe one increase to a skill. Hell, in Storm cases, no increases to a skill or no new animations or anything. They didn't just tell them to walk out. What it looked like, the only character they looked like they were trying to balance was Doctor Strange, but it feels like they went more of the negative route with him than the positive route. But as far as everybody else was a straight net negative. Star-Lord was the only net positive. That's the only thing. Maybe Iron Man is still, he plateaued at where he is, you know. They changed some things to just give him some more cooldown, but they added more skills. So I guess you can say Iron Man's was kind of a rebalance as well. But that was, the way that they did this was insane. And you can't really, there's nothing you can really say about this. So, with that being said, I do want to be more positive about this game. And in order for me to do that, I unfortunately have to take a step back from this game for a little bit. Like, I'm not saying like I'm gonna quit the game, but I think the best decision for me to do at this moment is probably like Um, if I had to if I had to say, more than likely, bro, I am just like probably just gonna come in, do my dailies, probably get out. I'm definitely gonna hold back my spending on this game, even though I was already holding back my spending. But holding back my spending kind of meant like maybe I buy a $10 offer that's good, or $5 offer that's good, or something like that. Not even that, maybe like a $40 offer that's good. I think I'm probably either just gonna stop spending money, or if there's like a really really nice $5, $10 pack, then that's all I'm buying. But as far as $40, 50 or whatever that is, I'm kind of just done with that. This game is not, the devs are not good. The game is, in all intents and purposes, the game is not good at the moment. There's really no net positives even trying to cover this game, because there's really not even no content in the game unless if you're just doing your dailies or PvP. And in the way they just messed up PvP so bad for some people, oh my god, it maybe even got any worse for the PvP. So yeah, man, you let me know, okay? You let me know what you're thinking of. You let me know how you're feeling. I can let you guys know how I'm feeling. I am not feeling. I'm definitely not in the best of moods with this, because I don't think this is a rebalance. I just think that they seen an opportunity to make money from the transmutations and things like that, and so they just decide they want to go in and nerf almost everybody, but give only one person actual buffs. So, and ironically, the person that got all those buffs was the one guy that university people kind of said was the worst character in the game. So I imagine they probably seen that and was like, oh, how can we make money? Let's buff the worst character in the game. Let's completely poop on all the good characters in the game. So now people want to actually build up the worst period again. And it's just like, I can see somebody in the background kind of just like rubbing their hands like this. Just got a menacing smile on them, just eating it all up at the moment, man. But again, the way this community work is, the wheels are going to fall for the trap. Free-to-play players are just going to take whatever they give them. And it is what it is, bro. We just gotta take it. We live and die by the sword. I am happy for all the Star-Lord players, bro. Especially the free-to-play Star-Lord players. Like, you guys just stuck it out with him, bro. Like, you dragged him through the mud. Like, you dragged with him through this buff. So you honestly deserve this, in all honesty. I'm not taking away nothing from it. I think Star-Lord deserves this buff. Even though it wasn't really even a buff, it was just a nerf to everybody else. But he definitely deserves his rankings going up a little bit more, because he's been so long forever. As far as my free-to-play tier list, yeah, I don't think really nothing changed. I think now Iron Man is the best free-to-play. Yeah, Iron Man is definitely the best free-to-play, how I'm looking at it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch around what I switched around from the... Basically, just think about it like this. Look at the position where Magic's landed in my second free-to-play tier list, and then look at my first free-to-play tier list, and look how that wrote. So the way that first one looked is kind of how I'm going to switch it back, because I did switch Black Widow and make her number one. But after this, I think it's definitely Iron Man again. So that's what I'm going to do. Until then, guys, just have a happy 2020. Stay safe. I'm out of here, man. I don't know what else to say, man. It's all right, man. All right, take care, man. Peace out.